Let's go.
Alright, hello, welcome back. So, we're doing another video on archetypes. Today we'll be doing Hop and we'll be doing Lily. So, let's get into it. It's pretty quick, so let's do Hop first. Firstly, we have Hop's Cramorant with this Fickle Spit ability, which once your opponent has 3 or 4 prizes, it allows it to use the attack. If not, the attack does nothing, but it does 120 for 1 energy. And that's pretty strong. But as we go through cards, you'll see a theme, and that a lot of this is not as harmless as it seems. Next, we have Hop's Rookiedee. Alright, this attack does 20, it predicts from 20 damage, not that much, it's fine. We have Hop's Core of Night, no special thing there. We have Hop's, oh sorry, I said Core of Night for that second form. Corvisquire and then Core of Night. 50 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Again, not that bad. It's on a 1 prizer, so that's cool. Steel Wing. It takes 60 less damage. So again, we've seen that attack, but a lowish number. We'll get there soon. Then we have Hop Silicobra. Here you go. So it's first stadium. Hop has a stadium, so that's nice. There we go. Stop you from retreating and 20 damage to your Pokemon. That's not that bad, but nothing too good to throw right over. But here we go. Here's when we start seeing Hop's particular mechanic, extra helping. This allows Hop's Pokemon to deal 30 more damage, right? Before applying weakness and resistance. The attack doesn't really matter, hit point doesn't matter. This is just put on the bench to augment the attacks. And as we saw before with like this, that carries us to 150, which is pretty high. This becomes an 80. That ignores weakness, resistance, and even outside the zone. And his main Pokemon, Zacian, has this attack here for 1 colorless energy that does 30, but with this, side doesn't stack, makes it 60 and then 30 to the bench. And then even carries the stack to 70, which is pretty high and knocks out most EXs in the format. Things like Ceruledge, Golden Go, they are gone with that. And finally, we have Hop's Wooloo, and it's Dubwool. So Hop's Dubwool is actually a boss when you evolve from your hand. So that's a decent tech. So you have boss in the form of a Pokemon, so you can actually keep your supporter for use. We also have 2 more Hops cards here. Oh sorry, 3. In the form of Hop's Bag, which brings 2 basic Hops Pokemon to your bench, which is very good. So you can bring Snorlax and Zacian maybe, and any combination, which is very strong. And Hop's Choice Band, which, guess what it does? Augments the attack by 30 damage and makes the attack cost 1 less. And Poswick, which again increases the attack damage of Hop's Pokemon by 30. So if you're keeping track of that, that's 30, 60, and with Hop's P, with Hop's Snorlax, that's 90. So if we add 90 and no cost to this, that's 210 for free as long as they have 3 or 4 prizes. That is 120 and then 20 to the, and then 30 to their bench for no energy, which is basically almost all small 1 prizes. And even here, that's 140, although this doesn't see much use. So out of the Hops cards, the ones that don't really see use are usually this Core of Night line here and the Silicobra, because you don't supporters that do this and ways to find the field cards that don't use your attack, and the damage isn't that high for the Pokemon involved. Whereas you could just play Zacian, 4 Zacians. When one gets knocked out, they take 2 prizes. You play Cramorant and just start jamming. And then you have Dubwool and stuff to like boss and get your Pokemon out. That's it. And you have the Hop's Bag to like search for whichever you want. Super consistent deck. But one of the scariest decks in the format. They also played it with Sorry, let me fix this switch here. To compare for all Pokemon. Oop. Clear. And there we go. Archaludon. So let's look for Archaludon. Here we go. So when you place Pokemon from your hand, you can switch your graveyard for up to 2 metal energies and attach them. And if we do that, we actually can make Hop's Zacian attack even sooner. And that's it. Pretty strong deck, pretty easy, pretty quick. So now let's get on to Iono. So let's get her Pokemon out here. We have her Bulb, Tadbulb, which isn't anything too spectacular, but her Bellibolt basically functions like Baxcalibur and now the Fandango Embo to allow you to place electric energy as often as you like on, but this is just for your Lily Pokemon. But all the Pokemon electric, so no downside there. Has a 230 attack that can be used next turn. The 400 really matter because, hey, that's literally dumping from your hand. Then we have Voltorb, which has 20 more damage for each electric energy, and again, dump electric energy, so can get up pretty high. It's Electrode. The launch damage to itself, if you're going, might take a knockout, so risk it for the biscuit. Then we have Iono's Wattrel, none too big, but her Kilowatt is very good. This is a draw engine deck. You may discard a semi-psychic, electric energy attached to your Pokemon to draw until you have 6 cards in hand. Very strong. So we also have some supporters in the form of what is the name of that stadium? There's a stadium that they run. Let's go down. Let's put it by stadium. I believe it's Levincia City. I believe it's Levincia. Here we go. Yes, it is. That allows you to bring back 2 electric energies to your hand, which is really good because that fuels all of our Iono Pokemon. So that allows Bellibolt to get back energy when you retreat with him. It allows Voltorb to get 2 additional counters. But Thump, and more importantly, you can get off multiple Kilowattrels. This is one of the more complete engines involved in these limited trainer sets, because you have a draw outlet, you have some damage, you have something to accelerate energy, and it's pretty self-contained. I haven't seen much of these decks playing, but when you do see them, it's pretty strong. Also, there is a new card, Ends Plan, which allows you to move 2 energy from any Pokemon around, which could be used in this deck for a hands build. There's also the Electric, which actually brings electric energy from your graveyard as well. So somewhere in there's an excellent turbo hands deck and electric deck there. So again, in this deck they use almost every card with the exception of Electrode, because everything in this is very useful and very key to the deck. You could run basically 4 offs and it'll be very useful, and that'll be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 or 21, and you could adjust your numbers and make room for Fez and other stuff, and pretty solid deck. Pretty solid deck. So yeah, so my thoughts and quick review on the Hop, and I want to say Iono. Yes, Iono. Hop is a pretty strong deck. There are a lot of hybrids with it, and that in itself shows how good it is. Pretty resilient. Also, the Iono deck doesn't have as big a showing as the Hop, but it's also a very good deck that you could run, and pretty simple. Both have simple mechanics, very beginner friendly, and pretty fun. So very fun intro decks, and I would say the only thing expensive in these decks, in the Hops deck, might be the Zacian. everything else like easily accessible. And with the Iono, there was a special Iono Premium Collection where you got a lot of the cards. Special art as well, of course, and it's pretty good. You could also just gather the pieces because the hardest thing to get from the Iono set might have been the Bellibolt, and that's pretty cheap. So, easy deck to make, pretty fun. Yeah, again, I hope you're enjoying these limited archetype reviews, and let me know what you think. I will be doing like one more. I believe I haven't done the Rocket yet, and I haven't done one other archetype, I believe Steven. So I'll be doing Rocket and Steven next. Hope you all tune in. Thanks again for the support, and that'll be all. Have fun.